Good morning. Welcome to this live. How are you all doing? Happy weekend to all of you. Keep the love and lights going, my people. I tell you, this place is becoming like a ghost town. The whole app is becoming like a ghost town. Based on what I've heard on YouTube, the engagement is down by 43%. The reach, everything is going down. What's happening? Is the blue app going away? This whole place is like a ghost town, I'm telling you. And it's not just one place. It's almost like the whole app. It's just like it's just going down, going down, going down. Don't know what's happening, but we call it life. Tessa Sterling said, good morning, everyone. Blessed Saturday morning. My granddaughter, Marie, birthday today. Happy birthday to your granddaughter, Tessa. Wishing her many more birthdays to celebrate. I hope she has a wonderful day. And for anybody else that have a birthday on today as well, share. Caddy said share. I thought Caddy was on a long, extensive vacation, like another honeymoon, you know, in addition to the honeymoons. I thought that's where you were on, Caddy. I saw you out there enjoying. I don't know if you were on the train or the plane. It looked like you were on the train. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. It looked like you were on a train at one point, but I could be wrong. Maybe you were on a train and then you were on a plane. I know you said you don't like planes, traveling on planes. Was it you or Tina? I think it was you though, Caddy. But wherever you are, enjoy. If you already went back home, I hope you had fun wherever you went. So keep the love and lights going on the video, my people, because the blue app is just not the same anymore. It's like, you know, something weird is going on, and maybe it has to do with a lot of the changes that they made on this app. Maybe people are not using it like they used to, or not coming on it like they used to. There's a lot of stuff going on, guys. Plenty. You will hear about it when you're on, mostly on YouTube. The guys on YouTube, they have all the updates on what's going on and so forth. Cece said, it was actually a business trip, honestly. Okay, nice. No matter what it was, darling, you look happy, both you and your husband. And thank you for sharing, whether you share photos. Thank you for sharing. Mystic Next Queen said, I'm listening and I'm cooking and listening. Will comment soon if I'm free. All right, darling, cook. I try my best not to cook on Saturdays because I feel like Saturdays are one of those days that if I ain't got pudding in sauce, if I ain't got the Bajan stuff going on, hey, I'm just going to eat something, whatever, even if it's leftovers from yesterday. Thank you so much, Christy Porter, for 100 stars. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all. So I don't normally cook on Saturdays, to be very honest. You know, that's my day off. Well, as a matter of fact, I got 3 days off this weekend. Thank you, Jesus. I'm off today, tomorrow, Monday. God is good. Thank you. Thank you. So, yes, so cook, darling. What are you cooking? Yes, exactly, Cece. I was just about to ask her that, but Cece put it in there. What are you cooking, darling? Are you making some soup? Maybe you're making some chicken foot soup. And to be honest, if I had chicken foot, I would make that on a Saturday for real, as a soup, or maybe even a pickle, right? With some grated cucumbers, just like how you make sauce in Barbados. I would have been making some of that, honestly, because I love chicken foot. I could sit and eat just all chicken feet with whatever is around it. I just love it. Chicken foot. I love pig feet as well. So if you got pig feet, you cook it. Yeah, I'll be there. Whether it's in the soup as well. So my people, let me tell you there. Today is a freestyle. It is. But I also want to touch base on something that someone sent me a video of. And I was like, wow, wow, wow. How could they do something like this to a child, to a kid that they didn't even birth, that was adopted? They got this child from a foster care. He was in a foster, not a forest. He was in one of those homes, I guess, and they got him from that home. So we're going to touch base on that a little bit. I tried to grasp as much as I can. I watched it twice, and I was just in disbelief, but happy that, you know, he's okay, and it seems like he's come to terms of what happened to him and just embracing it and just trying to live life where he is right now. So let's start with this story, my people, and keep the love and lights going. So a boy born in Mystic Next Queen says she's making stir-fried veggies, baked chicken, and mashed potato. Wow. Now that sounds delicious. That sounds like something I'm going to cook on tomorrow. But that sounds great, darling. Enjoy, enjoy. I'm going to read yours and there, Pamela Brown, really quickly. Pamela Brown said, good morning, beautiful ladies, and how was your night? Sweet Peach, my husband and I celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary yesterday. Woo, woo, that's what it's all about, darling. Happy anniversary. I'm wishing you many, many more years and many more anniversaries to celebrate, darling. That's awesome. God is good. Happy anniversary indeed. Everyone, he put it in there. So, a boy born in Minnesota. He's an American. And like I said, he was in foster care or foster, whatever they put him in, right? Then people come and get them. Foster care, I think it's called, whatever they start out. But the word can't come to me right now. But at least to say, he doesn't really remember because he was there from an early age. Only God knows if his parents gave him up, if they passed away, whatever happens. But these people, one man from Kenya and his wife, who is a white woman, came there, met him, saw him. They decided to adopt him, brought him to their home as their own at 7 years old. Now, it appears like, you know, he said everything was going great. You know, life was great then, so forth. It so happened, orphanage. Yes, thank you, Christy Porter. Exactly, thank you. I couldn't get the word to my head at the moment. It so happened that, you know, things weren't going good for them after a few years. And the lady, she had family over in California. So they decided to move there, close to where her family lives, and leave Minnesota. So he is saying that At 12 years old is when they moved to California. And things weren't really going that well there because, you know, her family is W just like her. He had to go to school and he got treated really bad at the schools and so forth. And one day he even told the man, which is Kenyan, that maybe he should just take him back to the orphanage, whatever, because he felt like, you know, he just wasn't being treated good, right? Like he wasn't fitting in. Guys, let me tell you where it turned bad. Because I call it bad, but at least it seemed like he's at peace where he is, like I said. They went to Kenya. And when they went to Kenya, he said it was him, the man, the Kenyan man, the wife, and 2 other children, W children. And they were there. The man's mother took ill. She ended up passing as well. They buried her, so forth. Would you all believe that when they were supposed to come back to America, they took 2 different vehicles? Now tell me, right? Adults in one vehicle with the other 2 children. They got him in one other vehicle, allegedly supposed to be going to the airport. He said the man that was driving him was acting really, really weird. And he didn't really know what was going on, but he said he didn't have his passport. He didn't have nothing really, right? And he said a man drove up to a place and said, okay, you can get out. This is where they told me to drop you. And he was like, what? Because he knows it's not the airport. And the man said, I'm just doing what I was told. This is where they told me to drop you. So he got out and he's thinking, okay, well, maybe they might come back and get him or whatever the case may be. After an hour passed, nobody came. Lisa said they never came back. These evil people, because that's wickedness, they went back to America and leave that boy in Kenya on the streets by himself. And they had the boy's passport. That means that they already planned that. They planned to leave him behind because, again, maybe things wasn't working out right. And he was stuck there, left there on a dump site. Dump site meaning that's basically what he's doing. He's on a dump site working to make $1. $1. Priscilla Gardner, thank you so much for 300 stars, darling. Appreciate you. Just to make $1 on a dump site. It so happened that after 2 weeks of being on the street, he said people would pass by. He would try to talk to them, to explain to them what happened and what's going on. And they just acted like he was trying to rob them. Maybe they weren't really understanding what he was saying. You know what I mean? So partly after about 2 weeks, he said he was in some place, he was rapping, you know, and a guy heard him rapping and, you know, the guy started getting interested in him. Elise, thank you so much for 200 stars. So he actually got rescued from the streets because of his rap, because of the guy who heard him. And he was the only person that actually listened to his story of what happened to him, why he's out there on the streets like this. This same person that rescued him, things are not even good with him either. Because he kind of lived like kind of in a dump, like he said. The place where he lived is, you know, not good either. But at least he rescued the boy. When the boy told him and he believed him and he took him in, feed him, you know, they lived together. So basically, the boy started going to work with him and they go to this dump site to work. Make $1 per day. He said sometimes on a good day, they might make $5. Some of the days they might make $2, $3. But I asked myself, how could these wicked people come back to America and leave that boy behind in Kenya? But on a twist to it, the boy was interviewed. And on the interview, you know what he said? He really doesn't care to go back to America. He really doesn't care because he said he found more comfort there where he is. And the way how the people treat him and they're nice to him and everything. He don't even know if he came back to America, what he would even come back here and do. Because he don't have nothing. They took everything from him. But I felt like, you know, somebody needed to report those people. Because why would you take a child from an orphanage and you're supposed to be the foster parents, but you dump this child in Kenya and left him there? The boy said even when they drop him off, He didn't know where to walk back, to even go back to where they were staying, because he didn't know what the name of the place was where they were staying, or where to even go back, to even figure anything out. But God brought somebody along to rescue him, and the man took him in. The man said even though he didn't have enough, he didn't have a lot, you know, he just couldn't leave him on the street like that after hearing his story, because nobody else was listening to him. And like I said, maybe they weren't understanding what he was saying, because he said they were acting like if they think that he wanted to rob them. And I said to myself, these people are very heartless. Them in America now, sitting back and hearing what that boy is talking about in his story and what he dealt with and what he's going through. What are they thinking to themselves? How wicked can you be? And for me personally, I was saying that he needed to disclose those people's name so that somebody can go and question them, because that's not right what they did to that boy. Because it's not like if the boy was born in Kenya, the boy was born in Minnesota. So why would you go and drop him in a country he never even been to before? He don't know nobody there, ain't no family members there. Because the man's mother, Kapai, she's gone. Well, I mean, she's gone. But how sad is that? And I said to myself, why would you go and take on children, right? Why would you go and take that responsibility if you know that you're not going to take care of the child? If you know that you're not going to do right by them? Absolutely, you don't know personalities. But again, you know, you could have dealt with it. Because he did say that after they left Minnesota, things started going bad for them. I guess they weren't really doing well. And moving to California now, you know, is even more expensive, you can imagine. So things were really, really not well, he said, between them and again with her family as well, because she is W. And I'm sure that her family probably was, you know, thinking on a lot of things as well. But I thought that that was just really bad of what they did to him. But hearing him speak and talking about Kenya and how he rather stay there than to even go back to America, I said, wow, wow, wow. Look at that. Ain't that a shame? But the worst part about it is the amount of money that they're making per day. Can you imagine? And chances are that that man and that woman who adopted him, they probably in America living okay. You know what I mean? So it's not right at all. But listen, what they meant for evil, God made it good. Exactly. God turned it around for good for him. Because again, even though he's there and he don't have much, he says he finds more comfort being there. You know what I mean? And I was waiting to hear the age that he was at now. But I don't think I heard that part of it. But I asked someone, because someone from Kenya is the one that sent that story to me and says somebody needs to help this boy, you know, and I understand. But the question is, if the boy found more comfort being there and people that, you know, that is making him happy and he's living life, he said he doesn't want to come back. What will he come back to America and do? So the question is, does he even want to be rescued? You know what I mean? So, and that's probably a no. Because if he is rescued, chances are that he probably feels like he's not going to find anybody that cares about him or love him or show him kindness like the people there in Kenya are doing. Christy Porter said those people should be prosecuted. Exactly. When I watched it the first time, I said, how the heck is these people getting away with this? They took the boy passport. They intended, they had this plan. They planned that. That's why they went in a different vehicle. Because common sense would tell you, you in a country like this, why would a grown adult man and grown adult woman sit in one vehicle and let somebody else transport you, unless it's of a relative? Why wouldn't the father sit in one vehicle and the mother sit in another? But again, they had it planned. That's why they went on and took the other two children by themselves and took his passport so that he wouldn't have nothing at all. Even if somebody did buy him a ticket to come back to the U.S., he wouldn't have no passport. So they are evil people. It is very horrible, Christy, indeed. When I heard it and every time I listen to it, you know, it's really sad to hear it, to hear the whole story. But then when I hear the boy saying, like, you know, he's at peace, he said he forgave them. He said he even forgave them for what they did. And I guess he's saying that again because he's comfortable. He feels like he's happy where he is, even though he doesn't have much. and they're out there. He said sometimes they're out there for the day. They might get lucky to make $3 or maybe $5. But normally they only make $1 on a dump site. Can you imagine? So Elise is asking, could he not go to the American embassy? I tell you the honest truth, darling. I mean, I thought of all kind of things. Because clearly, from the way the boys speak, people can tell that he's American, you know? So, because he said that some people, once the guy took him in and they were hanging out with other people, a lot of guys from Kenya, they were saying, why do you speak like that? And he said, because I'm an American, you know? So, because I guess maybe they were wondering if he was from Kenya as well. Yes, Sophia Morgan, indeed. That was really evil, very evil. And that's what I'm saying. If you're not going to take care of the children, leave the children in the orphanage where they are. Don't go and adopt children to abuse them or to bring them out and have them living like, you know, like they're DOGs and all of that. No. Why would you take a child all the way to Kenya with the intent to leave the child there? Bernice Phillips, thank you so much for 200 stars. Therese K, thank you for the stars. Appreciate you all. And if I missed you, thank you. But Christy Porter said that other driver, shame on him. He should have called the police. And you are right as well. Because if people already done tell you, hey, go and drop him off at this place, right away, you should know that something is not right. These people got something planned. Not tell the boy, okay, that's it. They told me to drop you here. Like, seriously? Oh, no, that's not right at all. It's really sad. And I don't know what's being done or if anything is being done. I see you in there, Rudy. Welcome from Michigan. I don't know if anything is being done, if anybody's looking into it. Maybe not, because the fact that he's at peace, maybe he didn't pursue it. You know what I mean? The guy just heard his story, took him in, and he's living there with the guy, and that's just what's going on. He says sometimes they do their content, they rap. Even the guy that he is staying with even mentioned his own TikTok as well. So I guess he wants people to know that he's on TikTok. And I'm sure people probably already done message that guy as well. So it's not right. People that hear this story, they should really, even if the boy doesn't want to come back to America, right? Because again, he said if he comes back to America, what is he going to do? He don't even have certain papers. He don't have this. Because those people got everything on him, obviously. And yeah, something should be done. Because the orphanage, he would have had to sign certain paperwork, right? To say that, I mean, those people, they would have to sign paperwork saying that they're taking this particular child from this orphanage. And this child is going to live with you. So why would you turn around then and do this to the child? I felt like justice, and I don't know, right? Because I don't know what's being done or who's looking into it, because the story even got on YouTube. So the fact that the story got on YouTube, they got his name. I'm sure if somebody wanted to, they could reach out to, advocates here to see if they can look into this boy's name to find out the orphanage he was at. And I'm sure the boy is smart enough to tell them as well which orphanage he was at. And the parents' name. I'm sure he got them people name too. But the question is he going to do it? You know what I mean? I don't know. He said he forgave them, so maybe not. But Gloria Jones said that man who dropped the boy off, he got a lot of money. Why do you say that? Why do you say that, Gloria Jones? Did you listen? Because if he got a lot of money, then things should have been okay with them. But apparently the boys said that they weren't doing that well. And that's where it seemed like stress came on. I see you in there, King Raphael. My night was good. Thank you for asking. Thank you. I did. Appreciate you. So, Gloria Jones, tell me how you arrived at that part, that he got a lot of money. Because, again, white woman, her family living in California, that's why they went there. He's a man from Kenya. So, if they had a lot of money, what was the problem then? What was the problem? Seemed like they were having a tough time in Minnesota, and that is the reason why they end up moving to California, so that they can be around her family, for financial reasons or whatever. Mercy K, thank you so much for 1,000 stars, darling. Appreciate you. And thank you so much as well for subscribing to the platform. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Mercy K said hello from Minnesota. Hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day with your loved ones. I did, darling. Thank you so much. Hope you did as well. And Mercy K, maybe you might know that boy, the one that I'm talking about. Did he mention his last name? He said his name is Andrew, but he said he was born and raised in Minnesota until 12, because at the age of 12 is when they moved and went to California. So maybe you might know that one. But, you know, when the person sent it to me and said that somebody needs to help this boy, and I know they're thinking of it, of the way how he's living, going out just to make $1 to survive and to be able to eat. It really sounds really harsh. But the question is, when I listened to this story and I heard him, I said the question is, does he even want to be rescued? Does he even want help? I don't think he does, because based on what he's saying, he's happy there. And I can understand why, because he's feeling love there. He's getting comfort there more than ever in his life. And that has to be hard, you know? So, okay, Gloria Jones said, I met Sweet Peach. The driver got a lot of money to drop the boy off. Absolutely. You know that they pay him to do that. Because initially, when they probably started a journey to go back to the airport, and they decided going in one vehicle and he going in another, of course that people don't tell that driver what to do, where exactly to go and drop that boy, and they pay him. And that's why they kept the boy passport. So they had that plan even before they started out on their journey. No idea at all. Okay, all right, Mercy, I understand. Yeah, it's sad. Apparently the story, well, I got it on Thursday, I think. And when I got it on Thursday, when I listened to it, it was posted about 5 days or so prior to that. But based on what I heard as well is that boy was also talking about this on TikTok. I don't think that he went into details so much like he did on the YouTube one, because the YouTube one was about 40-something minutes, you know. Thank you, Deborah Taylor, to you as well. Thank you all. So, it is really sad that people will go to these lands. You know how many people out there that can't have children, and they wishing and longing to be able to adopt a child, you know? And then you got these ones that they actually go and they do it, and they get through with it, and then they treat the children like this. It's not good at all. It's really not good. And if he really wanted to come back to America, I am sure that they could have found a way if he really wanted to, if that was his intent. But for me, listening to him, I don't think he wants to be honest. I really don't. And I understand where he's coming from, because if he never had that love, if he never felt that comfort, you know, he's not going to want to come back to an environment. Well, obviously, if he gets back to America, they probably don't want him back. After what they did to him, they probably would arrest those people for what they did to that boy by leaving him in Kenya like that, without a care in the world, without looking back, not knowing how the boy doing, until they probably hear his story now. And they're probably on edge as well. On edge meaning that they're probably wondering if somebody will come for them one day. Will they be arrested? Will they be reported? They're probably wondering that. Because I would be. I mean, I wouldn't do nothing like that. But they probably living on the edge, you know, not knowing what's going to happen next. Because what if the guy that he's living with, what if the guy says to him, man, these people need to be reported, man. They probably over there living good. We on a dump site, making $1 per day. Tell me the names of these people. What if the guy does that, you know? But McCarty said, good morning, Simply Sweet Peach and all the beautiful ladies. As an African born, he can be rescued by making contact with American Embassy in Nairobi, Kenya. But with the new orange and the big house, if the child is of refugees or real Kenyan parent, maybe wait 4 years then get the embassy to rescue. Well, it doesn't appear like the man that's Kenyan is his father. No, they adopted that boy when he was 7 years old. So even the boy himself said he don't know how he ended up in the orphanage, right? He don't know what happened to his parents. That's what he initially said. So that man is not even his father. That's the sad part about it. So even if he went to the embassy and they look into it, look into the boy's name, check his birth certificate, because they gotta got a birth certificate out there, right? So if they do that, they will probably realize that the boy was born here, and what could the orange one do? You know what I mean? Because he wasn't born in Kenya. They just decided to dump the boy there and leave him there, which is very, very sad. But I think that the longer that he waits, like let's say that he waits for a few years, yeah, I mean, they probably will still be able to do research and so forth. But again, I don't think the boy wants to do that. In his own words, he accepted it. He has forgiven them. You know what I mean? So, all right, Caddy, it said a connection field. Let me see again. He has forgiven them. He has accepted what has happened and doesn't want to go back. Hello. How are you?
How are you? Hello, everyone. Hope you are having a nice Valentine.
Yes, indeed.
Did you have one?
So she said, did you have one? I enjoy my day. Say that most.
Did you have a nice Valentine? It's
Yes,
the question.
I did. And I said, yes, I did. How about you?
I had one too.
Good.
It was lovely.
Awesome.
Yes. Sweepy, that story of that boy. I always say to myself, I am grateful for social media.
Indeed.
That happened to my cousin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
That happened to my cousin. You know, a couple came to the United States when they were younger. And unfortunately, they didn't have kids. And so they tried their best. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
I don't know how they decided that they came to Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
And they adopted my cousin.
Wow.
I remember it was a great brouhaha, happy from the mother's side that, oh my God, they're going to adopt my daughter. They're taking her to America.
Yeah.
She's going to have new parents, but she was already around the age of 9, 10.
Wow.
We were just under that time when they said that they are taking her to America.
Yeah.
And I remember we cried a lot. I remember that. We cried a lot. And then 10 years later,
Yeah.
or more, could be 10 to 12 years later, but not more than 12 years later, they brought her back and dumped
What?
her. Yes.
Wow. That's crazy.
And they dumped her with her mom. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. They brought her back. They dumped her with her mom, her biological mom.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a child being the age of 8 or 9 being taken to the United States? So that means that she went to school there almost.
Right.
Thank you, Sarah. She went to school there. She finished school there.
Yeah.
And she was going to high school, college almost, or things like that. I don't even know. And yes, they brought her back. And
wow.
When they brought her back, we were happy that she's back. Of course, we're kids. Hey,
Right,
Adama is back. Hey, she's back. She's back. We're all happy and thinking that maybe she came for a holiday and she will soon go back.
Right.
She never went back. And of late, I get to find out that when she went there, she was okay. They adopted her as their kid, their only child for that matter.
Wow, wow.
Yes. So she stayed with them all this while, going to school and blah, blah, blah. And then just when she turned 18, 19, the lady said that the husband was having an affair with her.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's how she found herself. And no, there was another story that she was even pregnant.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Wow.
And when we didn't,
Love and lights, my people, love and lights.
they just said that she's pregnant,
Unless
so
it's
she's
Scotty.
coming.
Love and lights. Sorry, Cece, go ahead.
She's pregnant, so she's coming back.
Mm.
And then, yes, and then they brought her. But in the end, she wasn't pregnant.
Oh, Jesus.
Because we didn't see any pregnancy. And then, yes, and then she stayed for a while. But remember, she has come back to Africa where she has left since the age of 8. And she got used to this Western lifestyle,
Right.
used to the American lifestyle. Yes, the wife was jealous, and I believe that the man groomed her. I believe so. Yes. And then she came to Sierra Leone. Yes.
Yeah.
And she continued, but she didn't go back to school because, of course, she was already 18, 19.
Right.
And yeah, that means school is finished, and she was just brought back to Sierra Leone just like that.
Like that. Wow. Thank God they didn't dump her nowhere else.
Well, yes, she went back to her mom.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while she was with her mom, the lady said that she was not. They said that she was stubborn. She was not listening to the woman, and she was behaving funny. She was not behaving herself properly. But my question is, if your child didn't behave properly, would you take her back to whom?
Nobody. Why take her back home?
Yeah, exactly. Where are you going to take her back to?
Yeah,
You
figure out how to discipline her.
Yeah, you have already adopted her.
Yeah.
You have called her your child. And now you come and say, oh, she's very stubborn. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's not behaving accordingly. And you send her back. It didn't take long. Maybe within the next 2 or 3 years, she got pregnant, of course.
Yeah.
For one guy again, because don't forget, when you live in the West and you're taken back to Africa, you speak differently. Your behavior is different.
True.
Your understanding is different. Even though she was born and half her age was in Africa, but half of her conscious, or the most of her conscious age, was abroad, was in the United States.
Right.
It was in Minnesota. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's going on in Minnesota? That's where those people were from.
No.
Oh.
Because I remember when she said, but these people are from Sierra Leone, the ones who adopted her. I remember saying, yes. It's not as if even that they are white or they are blue or they are from America. No. They are from Sierra Leone as well.
Oh, okay.
Living in Minnesota for a long time, and they couldn't have kids, so they went to Africa to go and get to Sierra Leone to go and get this child. Yes. And she was already 8, and she was brought over, and they were treating her well. Whatever happens, I don't know in between, but we just heard that she was going to be brought back because she's very stubborn. She doesn't listen. So now, if your child is stubborn and doesn't listen, do you take her back into your womb?
Right. That's crazy.
And now that we have grown, unfortunately, when she came back, she was trying to go back to America, and that's where she went and fell in love with somebody who was working at the embassy. And yes, and they were going together, but then another Oyumbo guy impregnated her, and that means she had a child for one older guy.
Mm.
Listen, she had it. So now she's pregnant for one older guy, whilst she was with this younger guy who was working at the embassy. He's a white guy also from the US, plus her, plus the older guy. So now she has two men in her life, an older guy who she's now pregnant for, and this younger guy of her age who was working at the embassy.
But wait, so the older guy, he also lives there too?
The older guy is also a white US citizen.
But living in
Yes, Sierra. You have to go Sierra. Living in
Sierra.
Sierra Leone. Yes.
Oh wow.
Well, so you have those people. They don't live there permanently, but we call them people who work in the Peace Corps and things like that.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, people who work in the Peace Corps and things like that. Yes. So he impregnated her while she was seeing that other guy.
Jesus.
So now the problem is the older guy accepted that the pregnancy is his and was trying to take her back to the States. But this my boyfriend of hers could not accept it.
Wow.
Yes. And they used to have fights and things like that.
Mm.
And she had a very troubled life afterwards for the next 10 years.
Jesus.
And you know, the saddest thing is that they took her when she was 8. They brought her back during the war.
Mm. Wow.
Yes, and dumped her there.
Oh,
So
sad.
she had this troubled life all throughout the next 10, 15, 20 years. She's trying to go back to the States. She cannot, of course. And she's just living there now. She's running between being a P person,
Yeah.
a mother, and
Oh.
that boyfriend that she had. What did you think that boyfriend was using her for? Do you think that that boyfriend was actually a boyfriend?
I don't think so. No, maybe
He was not a
just.
boyfriend.
Was
He was
he?
her pimp.
What?
Of course. What did you expect? How can we be boyfriend and girlfriend and now you're pregnant for another guy? And I
Jesus.
know it. And I
Lord
know it.
mercy.
Yeah, I know it, but I didn't leave you. I'm still with you.
Wow. True.
Exactly. So you see, so that's how they messed up her life in the States, because she thinks that she's now from the US and that's where she grew up. That's what she understands. So so she cannot bring herself to belong to the Sierra Leonean society
Wow.
anymore.
Yeah.
Understand? That's the difficulty
My.
that boy that you just described is going through.
Yes. Yes.
Because your guy, that your boy has been alienated from his society. They have taken him to America.
You mean they have taken him to Kenya?
Ah,
Because they took him from America to Kenya and dumped him in Kenya. He's an American
but
citizen.
where was he born?
In America, in Minnesota.
And what are his parents
He
from the
said
US?
he said he said he don't know what happened, why he ended up at the orphanage. That's why I was said in the beginning, maybe his parents gave him up, maybe they could buy, they're not here anymore. Only God knows. He said he really doesn't know how he ended up there, but he ended up there very young in an orphanage.
In the orphanage in Kenya.
No, in America, where he was born.
Oh,
Yeah.
orphanage.
At 7 years old is where this Kenyan man and his W wife, who was living in America in Minnesota, they're the ones who adopted him.
From the orphanage.
Yep, in America.
And now that he's troublesome, they bring him to Kenya.
And drop him there. They went there on a vacation, and it so happened that the Kenyans mother got sick and she passed away. They buried her. When it was time to come back, they decided to just leave the boy there. He'd never been to Kenya before in his life.
That's abandonment.
Yes, it
Jesus Christ.
is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
But does he know this couple, their name or anything?
I'm sure that he probably knows their name because, I mean, he said they adopted him at 7, and at 12 years old, they moved from Minnesota to California. So you see, he's already spent years with them. So I'm sure
Yes.
he knows their name because
So
he's going to school. You know?
is he a B-boy?
Yes, he is.
Mm.
Yes, he is. Exactly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
with that one, with Mr. Orange there, I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Probably if Mr. Orange was not there, it could have been a little bit. But for I think if people can get him to go to the embassy.
Yeah, because he was born in America, so his
Yeah,
birth certificate will be proof. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
he was
yeah,
born in Kenya and the orange man could stop him from coming to this
yeah.
country. Then he was born here.
Yes, because the story about my cousin was that, well, you were not born in the US, so you cannot have claim to the US.
Right.
That's where my cousin's own story went crazy, because they said, even though you have lived there for a big part of your life, but because you were not born there, we cannot carry you back,
But
because then
can I ask you a question? For all the years you live in the US with them, they never filed papers for her?
they must have filed, because how else did he come there? Sorry, how else did she come there? But remember, if they are sending her back to Sierra Leone out of malice, they
Yeah.
would destroy. They will not give her the papers.
No, they would not. No, no.
They will,
Mm-mm.
because at that point she would have been saying that, oh yeah, you sleeping with my husband.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So she was caught twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
My God.
So
No,
that
Mercy. He's not originally from Kenya. No, the boy himself, no. The man that adopted him was a Kenyan man and it was a white woman, but the boy himself was not originally from Kenya. He's born in America. Yes, he's an American.
yeah. But that boy needs to go to the embassy.
Those people need to be, I mean, like somebody said, I was like, those people need to be prosecuted.
Yes.
Even if the boy doesn't want to come back, right? Because he's saying on the video, what would he even go back to America and do? He found more comfort living in Kenya.
Yes.
The people are treating him good compared to where he was. Because the person moved from Minnesota to California, they went closer to the woman's family, who are all W people.
Hey!
So, hey, so you got major problems now. Yeah. So he had a really tough time here in California, he said. And he even told the man one time, why don't you just take me back to the orphanage? And he said when he told him that, he even got upset because he thought, like, you're ungrateful. Why do you want to go back to the orphanage? But the boy says because of how he was being treated. And even at the schools, they treated him bad because, hello, he probably went to a W school with mostly W people, you know? It's so sad.
Well, the only thing I'm gonna say about this is that people, listen. When they are talking about children ending up in a foster care, it can go unexpectedly the way you unexpected.
True. Exactly. Because you don't know the people that are going to adopt them, their character, what they're gonna do. Look at those two. Look at those two guys that had adopted all those children, and look at all the things that they had those children doing. Even SC.
Yes, I remember those ones. Yes, very correct.
No, they're in prison for life for 100 years, something like that.
Yes, and look at what they did to those children. Oh my God!
I'm telling you, it was terrible. Why would you adopt children to make them go through that or to do stuff like that to them? So sad.
Because because that couple didn't see them as children.
True.
No, they didn't see them as children. They saw them as workhorses.
Yeah.
They were just pure workhorses. Make a picture for you. Wait.
Yes, Mercy. His name is Andrew. Yes. I couldn't remember because I didn't pick up the last name, but yes, his name is Andrew. The first name. I don't know the last name. But yeah. So That's why the person who sent it to me is from Kenya as well. I'm not sure she still lives there, but you know, she's like, somebody needs to help this boy. And when I listened to it and I heard him and what he said, I even wrote back and responded to her and I said, he doesn't even want to come back. He doesn't want to come back. And she said, yeah, because he was adopted by those people and look at what they did to him, and the Kenyan people that he are with, they're showing him more love and so forth. So that's why he doesn't want to come back. He says, what would I go back to America and do? What would I do? I don't even have certain papers there. And I guess people got all his documents. But documents are something that you can obtain again. You know what I mean? It's not hard. People lose their birth certificate all the time, their social security card all the time. You can obtain those things back.
No, you don't easily from outside.
Well,
you don't.
I mean, if he came back, because he said even if he came back, what would he do?
Yeah, but he has to first be allowed to come back. That's where the problem is.
You are right.
Yeah.
That's why they took
He will
his
not be allowed to board the flight.
Correct. That's why they took his passport. They had that plan. Those two people sat there and planned that to leave that boy behind and take his passport.
But I'm gonna tell you another thing as well. Some parents do it here too.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard about parents who did it.
They took their children and dropped them in Africa, somewhere in Africa?
No, they don't drop them. They take them to a boarding school.
Oh.
Especially here
in the boarding school there.
In Africa, yes. Especially parents, because here in the UK, especially in London, you have some children who join gangs.
Right.
They have chances of being capied with a KNI.
Wow.
So they can put that thing into their head or into their chest. The thing you use in the kitchen, they can put it into their chest.
Right.
Yes. So the parents, if they notice that their child has joined that kind of group, the fastest ticket they can get to take that child out of here.
Yes. Wow.
They can do that to save the child's life, and they take them way into the village. Way into the village where the child cannot be able to be traced back easily, or if somebody is pursuing them, they can't go back easily and get that child.
Can you imagine?
Yes, there was a boy last year, I saw him in Nigeria. He was living in one village and was threatening his dad that if I come back, I am the one who's going to put a knife, something into your chest. Oh,
jeez.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. So sometimes if the children get too difficult, too troublesome, that's what can end them in such situations. It's a very sad one. But isn't it better you rescue that child's life?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if somebody is in Kenya, or you know Kenyan people, you will be able to help that boy by letting him go to the embassy. Only at the embassy they can help him. Only.
You are right. Mercy made a great point in there. She said he can come and tell his story. He can expose the people who did this to him. Yes. I agree. He can save other people from such. Can we help him in any way, shape, or form? And that's why the person sent it to me. She's like, somebody need to help this boy. And for me personally, when I listened to it and I heard him and I heard the things he said about he doesn't want to go back. He would rather stay there because he finds more comfort there. That's why I messaged her back and I said, he doesn't even want to come back.
Yes.
He doesn't even want to come back. And I mean, look at where he's coming from. Maybe the treatment that he went through, what happened to him while living with them, and you know, maybe they're thinking like,
where is he coming back to? That's his question.
True. Exactly.
And what is he coming back to come and start all over again? Yeah.
Where would he start? Meaning he was living with them. Obviously, if he comes back and they get prosecuted, he won't be able to go back with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then he don't know any other family members because he said he don't even know how he even ended up in the orphanage.
Oh, God. Yeah,
That's why,
he's a young child.
yes, that's why when things weren't going good at the home when they were in California, he asked the man, can he just take him back to the orphanage? Because he said at least at the orphanage he was being treated better. Can you imagine? Mm-mm-mm.
The other day I was talking here, or in the first years when I came to this platform, I was talking about something. I was talking about if you work in the immigration or if you work in social services in America, or if you're a decision maker
Yeah.
in things like that, get to talk to people,
Mm-hmm.
get to hear
That's
people's stories. And whenever, wherever, however you see an African, try
Yeah.
to help. Because if they open their mouth and tell you their stories, you will be gobsmacked to say, how did you still survive? Yes. But that's what I say about all of us here.
Okay,
Sweetness.
Mercy. Sorry. Mercy, I will look into it, meaning I'll reach back out to the person who initially sent it. Because I think that she might be in Kenya still, I think. So, yeah, I'll check it out.
Imagine you, Sweet Peach.
Mm,
Anybody that has this color up
yeah.
to now, if you're alive, you made it. Write it down every
Amen.
day.
I'm telling you.
Say, I made it.
Mm,
Because the chances against you.
hmm, hmm. I'm telling you, sis.
Oh, my own book.
You are right.
Dogs
What
are
is it?
right. They're very cute. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. That's okay.
Who is it? I thought that was your daughter, but it's somebody
No,
else.
it's some Oyinbo people. They were
Oh,
taking pictures of my plants on the
oh.
outside.
And
My
Sissy is right. That's why I say to the young people all the time that calling people old and all of this, y'all better pray to God that you live to see an old age. Because a lot of no, I'm serious. I'm serious. I even tell my own children that. You know what I mean? So, well, I mean, I tell Mark that, not the other two, but I say that all the time. Just pray that you live to see my age, because a lot of people are not, and they probably will not with the way how this world is going.
Oh, the way how this world is going, the amount of stories we're hearing,
Every day is you.
wars and rumors of wars. That's why when people come to me and they tell me that, oh, Valentine is for the youth, Valentine is for young people.
Can
Hey,
you
baby, you
imagine?
move. Hey, baby,
Can you
you sleep
imagine?
and let me enjoy my life. Because
Wow. Can you imagine?
the things that this world is dishing out is not a joke.
No, it's
Imagine
not.
what that little boy has gone through.
Yeah.
Imagine, and I'm going to bring your imagination somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The night that they left him,
Yeah.
where did he sleep?
In the streets, he said.
When he
Just in the street.
woke up the next morning, the afternoon of that next day, the hunger.
Yeah.
After 2 days, the hunger that he will feel.
Can you imagine? That's why he said he was even on the street after, like you said, those days begging people for little money and they were just looking at him like if they felt like he wanted to rob them because he's not speaking their language.
Yeah.
Some of them probably wasn't even understanding what he was saying, and you know, he said he spent 2 weeks out there until this guy discovered him and listened to his story. He was the only one that listened to his story. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, Kenya has street kids, right? Do you know what are street kids? Have you heard about street kids?
Not really in that, no.
Street kids are children that live in the streets. Simple.
Right.
They don't have a mom. They don't have a dad that is that is ready.
Yeah.
They just live in the streets. They sleep
Right.
under bridges. They sleep under tunnels.
Yeah.
That's where they live. Yeah. Kenya has a lot of them. And some of them get died right there on the street. So
Yeah.
that boy was left to buy.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Can you
They
imagine?
knew exactly what they were doing.
That's why they need to prosecute them for what they did. And
Mm-hmm.
even if they don't want to come back, they should still be prosecuted for what they did because
Yes.
they planned it.
Yes.
They planned this.
They did plan
Yeah.
it. They did plan it. And that man knows the dangers of the streets of Kenya. He knows.
Exactly.
And he went
Yeah.
and leave that boy there. He planned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He wanted to do it to him. And he arrived right at his solution. He
Right.
wanted to please the woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wanted to please the woman.
Can you
This
imagine?
is just to tell you how mad men can go when they fall in love. Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
That's why when you hear about foster care, gotta run. Got to run. Your children being in foster care, you've got to run.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who they're gonna end up, who hands they're gonna end up in. You don't know.
Yeah. And somebody's saying here, Kudakwashe says some children run away from home. Yes.
Yeah, that's true too.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
They run away from home. And children run away from home every time, even here in the UK. You will hear that a child ran away from, many times they come to London. As soon as they run away from home, they're going to London. They're coming to London. Yeah, many times you hear. You see them, some of them will just take a bus and they will just be riding in the bus because here children ride the bus for free. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what they do, they take the bus. They stay in the bus. If it's summertime, they stay in the bus all day, all night.
Wow.
But here we have something called the night bus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a night bus. It runs overnight. So once they leave them, they come and stay in the bus all night.
Wow. And
yeah, they stay in the bus.
And
they sit in the bus.
Driver doesn't bother them, like, to make them get
He
off.
will know. Sometimes he is the one that will alert the popo. Yeah,
okay.
he's the one that will alert the popo and say that I have seen small kids, or I've seen so and so. They are here in the bus, and then the popo, or most of the time it's not the popo who will get them. The popo would contact social services.
Right. Wow.
Yes. And then they will just be sitting in the bus and you will see a couple of ladies, or depending on what they are. If they are boys, men will come for them. If they are girls, women will come for them. A couple of ladies, and most of the time they are black ladies like me. They will come in, they sit near you, they start asking you, why are you sitting in this bus? Isn't it late? Where's your mom? Where's your this? Where's your that?
Right.
They start asking, they start creating chit chat.
Yes.
But some children now, they know. As soon as they will see our age kind of looking women coming to the bus, you're not careful, they're standing by the door. As soon as the door wants to close, bus want to take off, they jump out.
What? Yeah. Jeez. Wow.
Because they are determined not to go home.
Yes. Wow.
It happens in London. Yeah. And let me tell you, before they come, when they are leaving their villages there, before they come, they know exactly what they are going to do. They are well rehearsed. They know, and they tell them that if you see that kind of women, ageable women, so run, because she's a social worker. She's gonna snitch on you. She's gonna tell. She's gonna do. They're taking your pictures. Yes, they watch you. So yeah. That's why if you are a social worker, you have to always be careful, because those children, they know you and they can
Yeah.
hurt you.
Oh my gosh. Have any of
Yes,
them tried to like hurt the social workers before? Like you've actually heard of that? Where some such, yeah. It's fine, CC. Don't worry about the ringing. Remember, I told you the video don't make money anyway. It doesn't matter. It's okay if they ring.
now let's some of it. Yeah, what was your question, Sweet Peach?
My question was, have you ever heard of like any social workers who were probably like ATT, ACK by any of them?
Okay. Every
Really?
time. Every time. All
Jeez.
the time.
Wow.
All the time. That's why if you're a social
Yeah.
worker in London, they will post you to work in the day out of London. So not where they know you.
Yeah.
They can, yeah, all the
Wow.
time. Okay.
Imagine.
Can get London. I better tell you nobody. Sweet Peach, hold on for me. I'm coming.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because truly children like that, right? Who either run away from home or whatever the case may be, whatever they run away for, whether they got some whooping for something they didn't do that they weren't supposed to, they plan, they go to school, they don't come back on the bus or they don't show back up at home, they decide to run away. Kids like that would probably, when approached by anybody, social workers, they probably wouldn't try it with cops, but social workers, yeah, they're gonna try to, do something just so that they can continue to run away because they don't want to go back home for whatever reason. So it happens all the time, but maybe this one, meaning this guy that ended up in Kenya on that dump site, maybe that's what he should have done when he was there with them, but somebody probably would have brought him back. When he was in California and they weren't treating him well and he was going to school and all this thing was going on because of race, maybe he should have run away. When he asked the man to take him back to the orphanage, the man got upset, tell him how he's ungrateful. But like I said, even if he had run away, they probably would have found him and brought him back. But maybe he wanted to end up in Kenya on a dump site, you know what I mean? Making $1 per day. It's crazy, but you'll be surprised how God turned this situation around for him because apparently he can rap, right? The man that rescued him from the street, that was the reason the man rescued him from the street because the man heard him rapping and the man listened and he stopped and he was like, wow, this boy can rap a little bit. So that's how he started to tell the man about his story, But Miss Thickness Queen said, Sweet Pete, some of those children become very aggressive. True. They have WAPONS. True. Have to be careful when approaching them. And you are right. Exactly. Because they got the mindset already that nobody ain't going to stop them from doing what they're doing. If they made that decision that they're running away from whatever it is going on at their house, even if it's something abusive as well, some of them run away for that reason also and they don't tell nobody. So yeah, you're right. Yes, I agree too. She said he should really expose them. They're wicked. I agree as well. Even if he don't want to come back to the US, if that's not his wish, I feel like he should expose them. Cause how could they sit back and hear that boy out here speaking now and telling his story and what happened to him? I know that they ain't sleeping good at nights. They're not. Cause they're wondering if that boy will give up their names. They're wondering. They're not sleeping at night. Nobody can tell me that they are. They're very anxious. They probably don't know what to do. They probably already seek a lawyer already to answer some questions for them of if their names come up and if he exposed them, what's going to happen. I'm sure that they have done all of that. But he should expose them because they deserve to be prosecuted. It's not like something that happened by accident. Okay, we were in one vehicle. He was supposed to be coming in another vehicle to the airport. For some reason, something happened along the way. That vehicle didn't make it there. And even if it was something like that, what are you? It's your responsibility to say, well, we can't make this flight because he's not here. We got to figure out where he is or what happened, or if this was an accident with the vehicle along the way. It's still your responsibility. You adopted the child. But no, and then people went and got on a flight and went like nothing, knowing that they got that boy passport. My God, it's terrible. Sophia Manson Carter says something needs to be done. They brought the law, especially taking him from where he was born. I agree as well. Yes, I agree. That was my first thought
Yes,
process when
they
I
took
listened.
him from where he was born.
Yeah,
That's wrong. That is, they sort of like deported him, and they took him out of his country. So that's trafficking him.
yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is exactly what they can get them on, trafficking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They trafficked him, and who knows? Maybe even they trafficked him for a reason, and the reason didn't go well, and then they came back and left him there anyway.
Maybe from the time they were going there, the plan was already originally to leave him there.
Yeah.
Probably with his mama.
Yeah.
Okay, the Kenyan's mother was still alive then when they got there. They were, I guess, allegedly they were staying with them, and then the woman got sick, and she ended up passing. So maybe their plan was when we're going to Kenya, they were probably going to leave him with his mother.
Yes.
Maybe that was the initial plan, and take him south when a mom passed.
Yeah.
So they decided to just drop him somewhere. They don't care. Wow. Oof, Jesus.
Yeah, we can watch it. We can watch it till eternity, but we just have to know that what they did was wrong.
True. And we
What they
don't
did was
know
wrong.
if he probably already gave their names up, but they can't say that on the video because, like Mercy is saying, that they probably would plan to, maybe that's deleting in your words, and
Yeah.
make possible. So she is right, because if they hear the names call, that man might make a call to somebody. You need to find this boy. Wow, could you imagine? Wow.
Yeah, he should just go to the embassy. They will just knock their names down now. Pam, pam, pam. They will find them now. Yeah, they will. They will find them.
Yeah.
They will find them. Yeah, they will find them. But somebody needs to direct him to go to the embassy.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It might be the guy he's staying with, because the guy, from the way how he's speaking, you can tell that he's a smart person. He's a smart person. They even show a video where the people went to where they were staying and have video on them. They were sleeping. The guy woke up and the guy said, "Hey, bro, wake up! It's time to wake up. You know, like we gotta go. We gotta get going and doing this. You know."
The amount of suffering people go through in this world.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, the amount of suffering that people go through in this world. That's why I'm looking at this Erica Zara, welcome to okay. That's why I'm looking at people, these overprivileged people crying for little things. And it really pisses me. They really F off, because the things that matter to some people and the things that you will be crying about. That's why I just say, you know what? Since we closed this war that we went through for this lady, I'm not investing anymore in anybody on anything anymore. Anybody.
Not crossing you, but Sophia Morgan made a good point in here, and I didn't even think about this part.
Yeah.
She said, Beach, I wonder what they tell people who knew they had him and don't see him with them anymore. And not only that, what did they tell the school when he didn't come back to school?
Oh no, that's easy. Oh, come on, Sweet Peach. That's easy. We just
he's in Kenya with my mother.
No, he's in a boarding school now in Kenya. He's doing well.
Oh, Jesus.
That's so easy. That's true. He's in boarding school now in Kenya. That's so easy. I'll send pictures of him. He's doing so well.
Yeah. Wow.
Finish. Cut it off right there. Exactly. Sophia just said it. They will lie. Yes. They will lie and say he's in a boarding school or
Mm-hmm.
he's with relatives and he's doing so
True.
well. He's such a good boy now. Or with the ones, they will choose their crowd. They will choose the ones that they are going to say to them that, oh, boy, that boy is so horrible, he's better. They will choose who they
Yeah,
are going to respond to.
right.
Mhm,
That's true. Wow.
mhm.
Wow. Because they
And
don't
because,
want people to know that they're terrible, that they left that boy just on the street to think for himself, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
They they will just discard him and just try to give a good story, and that's it. Because
Yeah.
sweetie, there's something, there's something. Listen, when somebody wants to discredit you or to make people not to worry about you, the
Mm-hmm.
first thing they do is to make you look bad.
Yes, that's true.
They
Hmm.
attack your reputation.
Yeah.
So once they start attacking your reputation,
Mm-hmm.
people can be listening. A lot of activists can be listening here. But the moment you start pigeonholing the person and talking about the bad
True.
behaviors of the person, how like that my cousin, they said that, oh, she when they took her there, she went and sleep with the husband of the wife of the lady who took her there.
Mm-hmm.
Straight
Mm-hmm.
away, people stop listening because
True.
then now they have ticked it off. Oh yeah, that's the reason why. Okay, it's her fault that this happened to her. Okay, she
Right.
asked for it, that's why we are where we are.
So
So
true.
that's how people immediately try to just make you look small in their eyes. But
So
yeah,
true.
for me, like I said, since I finished that war, since they since they since they how do you call it, since
I
they
don't know.
removed us off duty, they disbanded us.
Since you were dismissed, you were dismissed. They took you off to the this.
Since we were dismissed honorably.
You're now a reserve. You've been dismissed.
uh
Just relax.
I rejected to be a reservist. I rejected to be a reservist. I'm not gonna invest in no one
I
anymore.
get
No,
you.
no, my
You're not
emotions
you're not even a
sacred.
reserve. See,
Mm-mm,
you dismissed.
mm-mm,
And you
no.
want to remain dismissed.
Yeah, they let us sign. They said, do you choose to tick the box below if you will be a reservist? And is there a chance that you could change your mind and just be a reservist? I ticked, I ignored the box. And when they sent the box back, I put a big blot on it, a red blot. No, I'm not invested in anybody's story or
Yeah,
anybody's situation anymore. I'm just gonna be going happy-go-lucky on the streets of Facebook, because if people understand,
yeah,
if people understand what age is, age means I have been here, I've seen it, I've done it, and I know what to react to next.
period,
Yeah.
period. You
It's
are right.
because when they are talking about, oh, it's better these children in a foster care, people don't understand the severity of what they're talking about.
True. Huh. I'm
They
telling you.
don't
Really.
understand.
Mm-mm.
Because if you look at it, look at what that boy has gone through now. The boy has lost mom. We don't even know where mom is, let alone dad. And now he's with total strangers who decided to say that, oh, we love you, yeah, we'll take you on, we love you. And
Mm-hmm.
then look at how they disappointed her.
Exactly.
It's the same to this, my cousin. Look at how she went in her life. They took her away from home, took her to the US, Minnesota. Because I remember she was saying it. She said when they arrived in the place, when she wanted to look at the skyscrapers, she had to turn her head upside down. That's
Mm-hmm.
how she was looking at the skyscrapers. And she always called that city name. Say, oh my God, in Minnesota, you have to look up there. And the way she used to talk, her accent was so was so out of our reach.
So for anyone here, right? So the person told me they're gonna get back to me with his age. Apparently, he did more interviews with other locals in Kenya as well. So more interviews. So that's what I'm saying. It might be looked into further for those people that did it to him. But the question is, are foster kids not checked on by the state? How comes no one noticed a child missing? And that's what we were saying just now, right? Just like the school, you know.
Yeah,
But I guess maybe
yeah.
nobody don't go and check on the kids once they go into foster home. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, how that goes.
They must have given a comfortable story and they were just said,
True.
okay, yeah, go. Because remember, she's Oyinbo, she can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see,
And
Selma coming, CC? We were sent to the reserve unit until further notice. Hell
no,
no, we
yeah,
reject
I
the further
remember
notice, Selma. No, I want see no
Selma,
further notice, no earlier notice. No, Selma, I reject that one.
cousin Selma. I remember when we were sent to the reserve, and then I came out and I said, no, I'm out. I'm stepping down, and
Yeah.
I'm not a reservist anymore. I'm working on my own terms. I'm going where I like on my own terms. I talk about what I feel like talking about on my own terms. Everything causes Selma. And you know me, I've been very naughty there on the Facebook. Age, eh? Age. I'm telling people, age is not just a number. Age is
Fact.
always wisdom if you have it. Age is always wisdom if you have it. Sweepage, there is this lady. There's a lady that I listened to this morning. She said something. What did she say? Oh God. She said, hold on, please. I think I can find it. I can find it because I think I sent it to myself.
Okay.
Oh no, where are you? Where are you? No, it's on the other phone that I'm using, I think. I think it's on the other phone that I'm using to talk here. I
Mhm.
sent it to myself. She said something to the effect. She said, um, when your husband, oh God, what did she say? Sweet
Mhm.
pitch, let me go and get it. I'll come
Okay.
back. I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Sorry, I was responding to the person who initially sent me the story. So sorry about that, my people. But yes, to me, I believe honestly that the more people that hear about this story, the more interviews he has, I do believe that something will come out of it, meaning that those people will be exposed. Their names will be exposed because many people that hear in this story know that what they did was not right. It was not right at all. No matter what the boy did or what was going on, they shouldn't just dump that boy in Kenya like that. No. Even if they had plans to leave him with the mother, but the mother passed while they were there, they should have changed their game plan. Cause the Syria how they bought ticket to take him there. Wonder if they bought a one-way ticket for him, cause they already knew their plan. Only God knows, right? But then would that have been questionable? Look, there's so many pieces, right, to this. And they wouldn't have told him anyways if they only bought one way ticket for him, because maybe they planned to leave him with the mother who passed away. Even if that was the case, when they were going back, they should have bought ticket for the boy and take him back. But they didn't want to take him back. For whatever reason, maybe it was not working out with the woman's family, you know what I mean? They gone and live around a whole bunch of W's now. The black man, they figure well they can handle him because he's the husband. But this boy now is too much problems, and they probably thinking that the other kids don't get along with him. All kind of different things. Mm. But Miss Thickness Queen said, and the Kenyan adopted father might lose his papers and get deported. Well, that'll be his business. He didn't think that this thing was gonna happen, right? And all this stuff. That's why I tell you that they're not sleeping at night, especially that Kenyan man. He not sleeping at night because he know that what they did was wrong, especially with that boy being an American citizen. You know what I mean? But yes, Sophia Morgan, exactly. They're going to be exposed. Trust me. The more interviews he go on and it starts spreading all over, trust me, they're gonna be brought to justice one day, one day. So Mercy K said, check the number of missing children all over the state, all over the states, especially black and brown, and not affluence background. No one cares about them until they become a news item. Exactly. That can make money for whoever is covering it. True. Humanity is history. The system cares more about crypto investment than value vulnerable, innocent human beings. You are correct. Thank you for the stars, Ali. You are absolutely correct. That's what I'm saying. Is like I listened to it Thursday, and then I was like, you know what? Before I talk about this, let me wait till the weekend when we got more time. Because coming in the mornings for just an hour, I know that that's not going to be enough, right? So there's so many people in America that does advocacy that you won't tell me that when they hear about this boy's story on YouTube, TikTok, all of this here, so they know that this was injustice. What those people did to that boy was wrong, and they need to be prosecuted for it. They need to be brought to justice. So Elaine said, I will be honest and say I have been seeking wisdom and have been reading Proverbs to help me gain wisdom. Go ahead, darling. Whatever it takes, right? Knowledge is power, and it's good to be knowledgeable and gain wisdom from other people. It's all a learning process. But Miss Thickness Queen said exactly. He will get his, Sweet Peach. Must please keep us updated about this story. I definitely will. That's why the person responded to me just now, because I asked her, how old is he now? When they moved to California, he was 12. But I don't know how long they were in California before they decided to go to Kenya. So the boy might not even be 20 yet. You know what I mean? I don't even know if he's 18 yet. So that person is going to get me some more information on this so that we can continue to keep up to date on what's going on. But yeah, it's so sad. You know what I mean? Oh, he's 19. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's even terrible. Oh my God, that's not good. He's still on the age in my eyes. He's not 21 yet. Amen, Doreen. Very informative and educative. Amen. And that's what we love. That's what we love. We ain't got time for no saga, no drama. There's real things going on in the world out there, happening to people every single day that we all should keep informed and be informed about. Because if you're not informed, you don't know what will happen tomorrow or what's happening next. So be informed, stay informed, as a matter of fact. So the boy is 19, is what any Alves is telling us, and I hope I'm pronouncing it incorrect. Any Alves say he's 19. So the other person that originally brought the story to me, she's going to get me more information because, again, he's doing more interviews with the locals there in Kenya. So, wow. You know, people are going to want to hear more. They're going to want to hear more about the story and so forth. And I'm happy that they're bringing it out, you know, that they're sharing it so that other people understand what's going on. One moment. CC, try again. For some reason, it was showing connecting you, and then it was gone. And unfortunately, I'm using my iPhone, so I will not show your name in the list. But Peggy Senior is saying, spread the story of this little man. It will get into the right hands. Amen. I agree with you on that, Peggy. Exactly. The story needs to be spread all over. From what I've seen, it's on TikTok. Even though I know TikTok, you can only put little pieces and little pieces, but it's on YouTube as well. And it probably on Facebook. You just probably got to type in the search bar. And if I'm not mistaken, they title it as, I'll tell you what they title it as, so we all could stay informed. And here we go. One moment. Oh, Jesus. Let me go back to my list. One moment, please. Okay, I was born and raised in America. Oh, come on. I was born and raised in America. Now I live in an African dump site. So if you type that in Facebook, I'm sure that it's going to generate some more information as well. that you can listen to, because you know people love to jump on stories like this. People love to jump on stories like this just to talk about it, you know, and they might, a lot of people ain't talking about it for no money. They're just talking about it to bring awareness because of what's going on. You know, everything is not about money. So Mercy K says, so sad, 19, but justice can still prevail. He is alive. Amen and amen. I felt so sad listening to the story, and I felt like, oh my God, why is nobody doing this? And then as it got closer and closer to the end, I felt even more sad, but still happy to see that he's at peace. And he said he's forgiven these people. He's found more comfort being there in Kenya. And that's what it's all about. Because imagine if he was there fearing for his life. You know what I mean? Like not knowing if he's going to wake up tomorrow, what's going to happen next. Then people will really be panicking more and want to do a lot more. So yes, CC, try again. I don't know what's going on, darling. Yes, Elise, that's what we want to do. This, we want to definitely bring awareness, talk about it, talk about situations like this. Absolutely. It doesn't matter if it's woman, man, child, it doesn't matter. I know that somebody else already sent me another story as well, but I have to look into that since it's a weekend, because when I click on it, it wasn't taking me to the story. So I need to be typing in, and during the week, I didn't have the time. But Eliz is saying, bet if he was American, he would not have, he would have been returned. Absolutely, absolutely, because don't forget, two other kids went to Kenya as well. But the two kids that went to Kenya were from her side of the family, and they were W. You get what I'm saying? So they returned, right? He was the only one that was dropped off somewhere, that they tell the driver to go and drop him off wherever. And obviously it's a Kenyan man that told the driver where to drop him, because he's from Kenya, so he know areas that are not good. And that poor guy stood out there, said he stood out there for 1 hour because he didn't understand what the heck was going on. You know, like, this is not the airport. Like, what's going on? Maybe they're gonna come for me, you know? Ah, Jesus. Peter Bailey said all he has to do is go to the embassy and they'll track everything on his life. And I believe that eventually they're going to do that, because again, the guy that took him in, that rescued him from the streets, the one that listened to his story when he said that guy was the only person. Even if you hear that guy speaking, you could tell that the guy is smart and he's got his head on. So I believe that that guy will tell him, keep telling your story, and then people will tell him what he should do next. So I do believe that's what's going to end up happening. Because again, if the boy gives them his name, they pass it on, share it with the US. Hello, there's a birth certificate out there with this guy. There's a social security number. You know what I mean? So there's plenty of proof that can prove that he's American. See, then not only that, when he speaks as well, they can tell that he is American. That's why some of them were asking him, why do you speak like that? And he said, it's because I'm from America, you know? So let's see what happens, Cece, if it connects you this time. So whatever you have, bring it so we can share it. And again, I'm sure you're going to get into the right hands and they're going to do something about it. Something is going to happen. And the first thing that needs to happen is they need to give those people's names. So whoever they need to give it to, so that those people could be brought in as well, right here in America, for questioning. They need to be questioned. And if they lie, they shouldn't lie. They shouldn't lie. I'm going to tell you why they shouldn't lie. Because the same orphanage that he was at, hello, those people got documents that they sign, right? They sign off the child to you, sign off the child to this person, that person. So they can't go and lie, you know? CC, for some reason, is still saying adding. So yeah, that's where I believe, in my opinion, where it has to start. With them being questioned, now that they got the guy's story and everything, because he said a lot. He said a lot, meaning he told them about how his life was going in California, what was going on at the schools. He was being bullied and all of these different things was happening to him. And I know it had to do with his color. What if they have done it? What if they have, That's a good one, CC. And even think about that. What if they have done it before? Only God knows. Huh. Because how would they come up with a mastermind plan like that? You never know. They probably have. They probably got Jesus. Anyone think about that one, but you're right, CC. Let me take off the request and then tap it again and see what happened this time. Try again, CC. I'll call in. I know that you wanted to find something on your phone to share with us, but Anitra, I see you in there. Welcome everyone that joined in. So Elise is saying, God bless you, sweet beach. Thank you. As mothers, we feel the concern. Of course. Who mother wouldn't, right? A heartless one, somebody only about themselves. Maybe people that are just interested in sagging drama. You know what I mean? Because if we bring sagging drama talk or conversation, you will see how many run over here. And then when they run over here, they will start typing crap in the comments. So, y'all were told to move on. Y'all were this, y'all were that. Y'all still, you will see them types or them ones. But talk about something that is awareness or educational or about something that going on with somebody else out there. They won't come. That one-sided thinking. Their brain is one-sided. Welcome back, CC.
Yes, 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 yes. So I went and I read it.
Yeah.
I went and I read it. She said we were talking about old age, and that old age, yes, old age, all chances are that you are smart, that you have learned a lot, and that you have gathered a lot of experience, built-in experiences that you can carry on for a very long time. And that younger people do not respect that. Why I mentioned that? There was this lady, she was talking about why are women not studying men? Why are women not studying their husbands? I'm like, excuse me. Women study their husbands more than their husbands study them.
True.
Women understand more of their husband than their husbands understand them.
Right.
Good day, Lauren. How are you? Hope you're well.
Hello,
everyone.
You are right.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who just joined in and haven't seen me. Yeah. She said
they
that.
haven't seen me. Okay, you're right, because you're now coming back.
Yes. She said that women should study their husbands, because if they don't know that they should study their husbands, they should know that now, because their husbands are studying them. Why does she say that? She said that the one husband said, whenever I want my wife to be upset, I will, whenever I don't want to do the housework, I will get my wife to be upset.
Oh, Jesus.
How do I upset her? By doing something she doesn't like. And then she gets upset, and then she doesn't send me around. You know how we send our husbands when we say, honey, I'm doing the cooking, please, can you just hoover that corridor there? Honey, I'm doing this, can you just do that quickly, please, so that we can go? She said that the men, when they don't want to do those jobs, all they need to do is to get the wife upset. And once the wife is upset, she will not send him to do any of those things. Hello. Hello.
Thank you,
Speech. This is where experience comes in. This is where I'm going to tell her. This is where I'm going to tell her, you see, that's the baby in a marriage talking. That's the baby in a marriage talking. Because if you have lived in a marriage for a long time, or you have lived with somebody for a while, you will have picked it up that, when he doesn't want to do the job, he gets me upset, so that I will go around and do the whole housework being upset. Go and sit down. Don't help me anymore. Just leave me alone.
Exactly. Hello.
Are you one of the people that used to do that?
You're right, Cece. You would have picked
You,
it up already.
you were taken for a ride. If you were one of the people that would tell your husband, don't help me anymore, go and sit down, I'll do this all by myself, leave me alone. Are you one of those ones?
Right? That was
Well,
the plan. Mm-hmm.
if you're one of the ones, then she got you right there.
True.
But an old housewife will tell you, even if you make me upset, what you have to do, you will do it.
True. Exactly.
Yes, because she knows that she's also studying you. The
Exactly.
lady said that your husband is studying you. No, your husband is not studying you. You are studying your husband more than he's studying
True.
you.
I agree.
He's just trying to trick you.
Mm-hmm.
But the amount of information you have on your husband is more than he has on you.
Period.
And the reason why I came to that is to tell the younger ones that, you see, when you're talking in the beginning, when she started explaining, she said that your husband is studying you more than you're studying him, because look at why I said that. I said that because when he doesn't want to do the job, he gets you upset. And you, you see the old housewives or the old wives, they will tell you, it's okay, honey, just sweep that corridor right there, yeah? We have to go.
Yeah.
Because we know.
True.
We know that that's why he's doing it, so that he will get you upset, and then he will go and sit down and be watching football.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Remote. Changing channels.
If you are smart, you will know that with age, you would have studied your partner to know that even if you get upset, you're going to do your job. We are going to leave that sink full. It's your job to do it. So this is what age is telling you. Whenever people say, oh, she's old, that's why. Yes, packed with wisdom, packed with knowledge, packed with experience.
Amen.
Packed with experience, that's why.
Yeah.
And when we tell you that, hey, watch out, something way up there is going to hurt you, we know exactly what we're saying.
True.
Because when she said it, then when this lady said that you make your husband upset so that he will not do all the chores in the house, I'm like, we're talking about two different things now.
Things, yeah.
You are upset about what you are upset about. My husband did not give me flour. Does not mean that he's not going to do the laundry today.
True.
I am very, very upset. Mr. Alabi did not give me a flower. But am I going to say, look, you didn't give me that flower. Don't talk to me. Don't even do any of the things in the house.
No.
Just go and sit down there.
No way.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Because he's going to be so happy.
Yes.
For you to be doing all these things around the house.
Yes.
So
don't make that mistake.
You are having, the thing you are having the fight about is completely separate from you doing your house chores. So an older wife, an older woman in a marriage.
Wait, not crossing you. Read Judith one. Can you imagine this one, Cece? Cece, when my husband cheats, he come home to pick a fight with me.
Yes.
Say what?
Yes, Judith.
But you see, Judith already reading him. You see, she reading him already.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
We haven't gone
read him.
yet.
She already read him.
Yes. See, this is an older house, an older wife.
Yes.
So she knows. Say, this one, how come you come in and you start picking a fight? Yeah. Why are you so agitated? Why are you so agitated? What's the problem? What happened here? What happened at work? Tell me. The moment Angel
Like,
has just said
to
it.
distract
Angel
you
has
from the
said,
real things.
yes,
Yeah.
it's to distract from the real things. Just like the orange man you have there in your place. You see the orange man you have there in your place?
Yeah.
Do you see what the orange man is doing? He's picking a fight with everyone across the world.
True.
Why?
You're right, Cece. Everyone. Oh God.
You know, the other day I was singing a very a childhood song, a
Yeah.
very old song. My dad used to sing that song, and I was singing it when I was making those omelets. It just came to my mind that, oh my God, it's a spirit of distraction. He's casting the spell of distraction on anybody. As soon as you touch, they say, oh, our orange man doesn't have a good phone. Start to tell you that, oh my God, we're going to space, and when we get to space, we're going to bring the technology will bring, they're going to bury it inside your head.
Yeah.
Did you see what that happens? What just happens there? He has distracted you to think that, oh my God, are they going to make, are they going to do an operation? Are they going to make an incision on my head to put that thing inside there?
Can you imagine? Thank you, Sonia.
You just talked about him not having a proper phone. And look at what he said. He said they are going to come with, they're going to space. And in space, they can talk to you if you have something inside your head. All of a sudden, your thoughts now start going. Are they going to make a cut to put that thing inside my head? Are they going to put it inside my body?
Right.
Where are they going to cut? Are they going? You see how the distraction has taken you all over your head?
Exactly.
It was just one question. You don't have a decent phone. And now you start thinking, are they going to cut my head open?
Yeah.
How would they get this thing inside my head? How would they put it inside one of my dentures?
Probably all the way down, Mark. Oh my God, that's a good one, Cece. Thank you for this part. Jesus.
So that's it. So that's why I said to that girl who said that your husband is studying you. Why are you not studying your husband?
Really?
Hello? You studied him. That's why he married you among all the other fishes.
Jesus. Oh God.
Sweetie, what are you doing? What are you doing in that cupboard? Are you cooking?
No.
I can hear it sound like somebody's cooking. Oh, it's Miss Thickness. Have you finished cooking?
Miss Thickness is the one cooking. I'm very far from the kitchen, okay? That's Mark that fidgeting for something, but anyhow, he's gone. Oh my God.
Oh, hi, Mr. Mark. How are you?
He's gone. He's gone. Now
okay.
He's gone.
All right. So yeah. So that's what I'm looking. I'm thinking that, you see, when you talk about old people, you're talking about old people because they intimidate you. I'm seeing a lot of people, once you just say something, they tell you, oh yeah, but you're old.
Because you're older.
Oh yeah, but you're old. I just have a 70-year-old who was sitting right here beside me. We were talking all throughout this my life.
Yeah.
As she had long eyelashes.
How old?
She did her nails.
70
She did her nails. 70. She's turning 70. She's turning 70 in June.
Okay. Oh, bless her heart.
In June, sweet peach. She's almost 70. She had, you know, those big, long, new eyelashes that came out now? They call them the Brazilian lashes. They come out and they curve.
Okay.
That's what she had on. And she had her nails. You know the nail, the one they make to the point? They make a point, a straight point. That's what she had on. Okay. She's going to be 70.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Taking care of herself.
Thank you. She was looking at my boots and she said, "Where did you get those ones? Can you get me some?" Yeah, but don't.
See?
I'm like,
You see that?
I'm sitting here I'm looking at her.
Oh
Yes,
my goodness. She's
yes.
living her life. I don't blame
So to
her.
the people who are always thinking that, eh, okay.
That's your husband? Your husband said that, Daddy? He's like, hello, you forget that you at work? How am I going to do this if you don't come and work? Hello?
He's talking on the intercom. This man, I'm telling you, do you know why he's doing it? Because he's looking at the time.
Yeah.
He's saying, I told you he's always watching.
I told you the Sweet Pete show your
Yes,
Saturdays.
and he's thinking,
You're watching? He's watching. He's watching.
oh my God.
Olga family, you're too much. He's in the bathroom watching the show. He hear you out this.
Okay, I will call him. I'll call him soon. I'll call him. Daddy,
Now he's tracking you.
I have my phone. Why didn't you call me here? She don't allow up.
Who's tracking
Why didn't
who
you
now?
call me here? I have
Who's tracking who now, Cece? Now he's tracking you. Lord.
Oh, good. So I'm telling you. Yeah.
Mm,
And so to the people who are thinking that, oh, you're old, you shouldn't be doing Valentine. Oh,
mm,
Initia knows. Initia was on my page this morning
yeah,
talking to them and trying to, we're laughing. It's in a joking way, to be honest. It's not in a serious way.
yeah.
But I'm just letting people know that I am not ready to be old. Come to my life. Look at my other friend
Who's
here.
tracking who?
Yeah.
Is that Olga Femi? Hello.
Look at
How
my
are
other
you?
friend here.
Yes.
She's also 57. You can see
Bless
her.
your heart.
We are very ripe 57ers.
Ladies in
Yes,
red.
look at her. They're looking all good. And give them the walk. Give them the walk. Give them the walk.
Don't tell me I'm live.
No, yes, you are.
You
No, I'm
are.
not live.
You are
Look
live.
at her nails.
Thousands of
Show
people
them your nails. Show
watching
them your
you.
nails. Look at her nails.
Oh,
Mm.
pretty. Nice. I love
Did you see her lipstick?
No.
Do you know where she buys those ones from?
Where?
Chanel.
Whatever. I'm not even asking for you.
Exactly. So we are
Take
not
care of
ready. Yes, this
yourself,
is
ladies.
grand rising. I'm telling you, this is grand rising. We're ready to do things.
Age is just
We
a
are.
number. Take care of yourself, ladies and men. Don't matter how your age.
Age is
Age
not
is
a number. Age is wisdom.
period. You are right.
Age
Age,
is a number, and it is the number is called wisdom.
period.
Do you want to tell me that your number is down there, and do you want to tell me that my number, which is up there, you are telling me that mine should be off?
Nope.
No, you should respect that one.
Period. Period.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at that. Look at DK and white boots. Look at that.
Go ahead. Looking nice. I love it. Love it.
Look at them boots.
Yes.
Look at them.
Respect.
Look.
Respect your elders, right? DC? Respect your elders is what you got to tell the young folks when they're saying all that.
Look at my boots. Please show them my boots. Did you see my boots?
Yes, I love those. Those are cute boots. That's why the lady was asking you about those, where you bought them. Yes.
That 17-year-old
Yes.
lady was asking me about my
Those
boots.
are cute.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Imagine, at 70, she's thinking about buying them boots.
Yes. I don't blame
Yeah.
her.
For me, it was the eyelashes. They were so beautiful, and they suit her so well, her eyelashes.
Yes. You see that? She's
So
living
Goodbye.
you going out, look at her, she's telling me to say goodbye. You going around thinking you also hug and dance.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord have mercy.
so ladies, please, I want you to ramp it up. Ramp it up. Ramp it up. Let us go. Because you know what? Do you remember those people? How did we call them? Even the No, we're going. We're ramping it up. No, we're going to top the fashion.
We're ramping
Do you remember those people? How did you call it? The baby boomer generation. We are the generation after the baby boomer. No, one generation after the generation after the baby boomer. And those ones that were after the generation, the ones that were after the baby boomer generation, they were very boring. These ones.
Jesus.
Do you see us? Yes. Do you see us? And that woman said that it's my birthday. I will need one guy that's gonna walk me down the aisle.
For every
She wants somebody to.
I love it.
Yes.
For every young generation.
We are forever young.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
We're gonna stay young. So you wanna catch some wisdom? Join this team and let us give you big wisdom.
Period.
Big time.
Period. Thank you so much, Cece. Thank you. Thank you. On that note, someone that comes on this platform as well, someone that also another woman of wisdom, right?
Okay.
A video. I'm gonna play it for you all because this was perfectly said, and that's why she said it. She even used it and said wisdom. What she said? Let me tell you. One moment. She said it. Hello, Sweet Peach. When I seen this about you, you said the same thing about you. No, who also she said too. Can't tell someone how to feel about. I'm sorry, I've been insulting them, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Okay, Cece, you're gonna go. I want you to still listen to this piece here in the back.
Let me listen, then go on. Okay, start again. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Let me make sure the volume is turned up.
People and talking to people any type of way with your reckless words, and then after you feel better and you
Stacey, mute yourself a little bit.
Type of way with your
listen very well.
Reckless words, and then after you feel better and you apologize, you feel like they should just get over it. The Bible says that you have the power of life and death in your tongue, which means your words have power. So if you're not using that power to build up, then you're using that power to tear down. And just because you apologize, just because you're sorry, does not mean that those words aren't still affecting the person that you released them to. And stop thinking that somebody is holding you to your past, because the power of the words that you release to them from a negative aspect is still affecting them currently. That's not holding you to your past. That is them needing the time to get over how your words affected them. We've heard all the time that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. That is a lie from the pits of hell. Words hurt, words stick, and words have effect. How do we know? God said, let there be light. This world was framed with his words. What world have you framed in relationships with your partner, with your family, with your children? What world have you framed with your words? Be careful with your words. Stop accusing people of holding you to your past, because the words that you release to them are still affecting them currently. Yes, they may need to recover and they may need to heal, so those words don't continue to affect them, but it is not your choice to decide the pace that somebody should heal from the words that you release to them.
Period. Someone sent me that on Thursday or Wednesday, I think it was. And when I heard that, I was like, wow, 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 wow. Wow is right, right? That's the same thing like we see. She's saying the younger folks, they ready to say, oh, it's because you're old. It's because they're so. Because we're old, we're not smart, we're not wise. We've been there, done that. You know what I mean? But Mercy say your words definitely have power. Use the right words all the time. Amen. And before you speak, inhale, exhale, because that way it gives you an opportunity to kind of recalibrate on what might come out your mouth. You know what I mean? I'm a Bajan, trust me, I know. Because a lot of times there's a lot of things that would normally usually come out my mouth just like that, but sometimes when I go to say it, I gotta retract. You know what I mean? So thank you for the person that shared that with me. A great woman of wisdom as well. Thank you for sharing that because I really enjoy listening to it. I listened to it like 3 times because he was on point with everything he said. Yes. Um, yes, indeed. Judith Francis said that clip is so appropriate. Amen to that. And thank you all so much as well for us getting to a place on this platform where people feel a little more comfortable to put things in there, to share stuff that they might also be experiencing as well. That's what we want to do. Not everybody can do that. You know, me as a content creator on this space, they're just waiting for me to put a little thing up there for them to go write about it, talk about it. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't say. But for you as well that are putting it out there, thank you all so much. And thank you for bringing different topic stories into my inbox. I appreciate all of them, even if I don't get to talk about everything because there's so many things, right, to talk about. Think before you talk, Lauren Jones said, period. I always say that. Think before you speak as well. Same thing, right? So words really matter, right? And like that man said, not because you say something out your mouth, or then you say, oh Lord, why did I say that? Oh Lord, the impact of what the effects that it have on other people, then you think that coming and apologizing is okay. People still need time to what should I say, right? People still need time to get over it, grasp it, whatever. So anyhow, I just want to play that because I really enjoy listening to that part. And something that Cece said just now about the age thing and what the younger people are saying brought me to that particular clip. Peggy Senior said, true words hurt. That's why I'm careful what I say to anyone, especially since I don't like the apology thing. I calm down first because anything can come out of your mouth while you're hot. And I'm telling you, and that's something that you have to learn. That's something that you have to learn. That comes with time as well, because think about it. In these countries that we're living in, and we got to go and do work for these people, coming from the islands, right? And having to deal with some rude, obnoxious people. At times you want to tell them some things, but then in your mind you're thinking, you know, you need this job, right? You need this job, so you better hold your mouth and think before you speak. You know what I mean? I've experienced that many years of working in this country. So thank God for, for wisdom, and thank God for patience. Because without patience with some of these people, we would lose our jobs. So Avani said, this is a woman environment page. We talk about different topics all day, every day. We bring something different, something new, and we don't take it personal. We don't hold it against nobody. No, that's not what we do here at all. We are lovers. We are not haters of anyone. If you're a hater of somebody, that's on you. But maybe the more you keep coming here, you will realize that you got to let those things go. Let go, HATE, out of your life, and embrace love, because God is love, period. So Vicky said, sometimes we have to stop, think about what we are going to say, and then speak. Absolutely, darling. Absolutely. It may just save your relationship with someone else, exactly, and your job too, trust me. Because y'all know by me working on the phones and taking calls from obnoxious, rude, abusive, some nice people, I just got to take a mental breathe in and breathe out, because I might say the wrong thing and somebody might be listening at that point, right? So you are right, darling, so patience. So I must say, I remember I put a post on your wall and I was accused by 2 ladies of throwing shade at someone, shaking my head. Okay. And I know you're talking about putting posts in the group, right? That's what's going on this space now. You can't write certain things. You can't say certain things because they think that everything that you write or everything that you say that is about one person or is about somebody. When you just put in a general post out there, just post of wisdom or knowledge or just to share with some others. That's all you're doing. But they take it personal. So hello, brush off your shoulders, okay? Don't take everything so personal, because everything is not about you or about somebody else. It might just be something general, a general post or a general speech. And freedom of speech, freedom of post as well, because they're the ones writing it. So Marcy K said, you also have the power to negate any evil said unto you, period. Just proclaim it and mean it and own it. Amen and amen to that. Listen, my dad said, put your mind into gear before you open your mouth. Facts. And not only before you open your mouth, before you write, you go writing as well, because that reflects on you as a person also. Mercy, I want to read your comment because I thank you. I appreciate you so very much for what you wrote here and for you even to acknowledge this and recognize this as well. So Mercy said, this is why I watch your content, Simply Sweet Peach. Subscribing to this page is also a gift or investment to one's own self. Hello, followers. God bless you and all your guests like Caddy, Tina, Mama, and all the others who enrich the page by their contribution. Thank you so much, Darlene, for acknowledging that and for typing that in there. That's why I screenshotted it, because I didn't want it to pass by without me reading that. So thank you so much as well. And thank you for supporting this platform also. And for others that support the platform, I appreciate you all. And I always say all the time, right? It's not about money, you know, because people think that some people think that everything is about money. And I tell them that if I was a person who think like that or who thought like that, I would have quit a long time ago. I wouldn't be coming out here, honestly, because they know money. If you're a content creator, you will learn that by now. There's only certain people that are really getting views, and even those ones that are making millions of views now. The money is not like it was back in 2020, in 2022, and even 2023, and maybe part of 2024. This app has made a lot of changes, and people are not making money like that anymore. So whatever you do in this life, don't make it be about the money, right? All right, my people, well, let us go. We've been here for 2 hours. It was a great 2 hours well spent. As I get more information about this young man as well, Mercy K, I will inbox you if I can. Let me see if I'm able to do that, because sometimes I can't inbox people from this page unless you've inboxed me before, and then I can continue that conversation trend or on WhatsApp. But as I get more information, we'll talk about this a little bit more. Justice has to be served for this young man. Whoever is going to do it for him, it might be one of those news people that are, interviewing him. Only God knows. And like I said, only God knows if the man and that woman name has already been given out, but they don't want to publicize it because they don't want no harm to come to that young man for no reason. Only God knows what's happening behind the scenes. But thank you all so much for everybody sending the stars today. Share this video, just being here and contributing, participating, commenting, and just listening. I appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. On Monday, yes, we will be here for our regular time because I don't have to work. So let me think about if I'm going to come at 7:30 or if we'll just come at 8 something. I will make a post and let you guys know. Miss Thickness Queen said, I enjoyed today's topic. Thanks, Sweet Peach and Queens. You are welcome. All right, Mercy K. Yes, do that, please. Thank you so much. I love you all and God bless each and every one of you. Bye.